Hello everyone, welcome back to another FAF cast with yours truly. Today, we've got a 3v3 going down on some map generator. This is probably a TMM game. And we're going to go ahead and get started introducing players up here in the north. We're going to have Team 1 in this far right corner. It is going to be Recovering Aninju. He is purple, and he is UEF going first land. In the middle for Team 1 is going to be Frozo, who has chosen to go Seraphim first land, and he is a dark blue color. And over here to his left is the best faction of them all, Cybrin. The player's name is Sonenmaler, and he has gone first land. We have both blues walking towards the middle currently. We're going to go ahead and get started down here in the bottom right for Team 2. They are the red color. And the red color's player's name is Modapapunchin. Whatever you want to call that. He's 492 rated. He has gone UEF first land. And he is walking towards the middle with his two counterparts. The darker red color player is going to be UEF as well. His name is Vodalaz. And he is walking towards mid currently. And last but not least, the orange player on Team 2 is going to be Han. 764 rated. He has gone first land. Is that second air, third land? Is he affording all of that right off the bat? No, he is not. I didn't think so. And it looks like we have all three comms for Team 2 walking towards the middle, and just two for Team 1 going towards the middle. And it looks like Team 2 is going to be walking Ninja over towards these islands here. There are some little islands here with two mexes. And it looks like they both have a bit of mass on them as well here. About 560 mass on these islands here. And Team 2 is going to go and claim this. No, he's going to go build a naval factory. I thought his ping was going to be for over there. But it looks like neither of them are on their way to go collect those islands yet, actually. This guy might go over there after he makes this naval factory. But so far, that's all he's queued up to do. And so far, we have nothing really kicking off. We have orange with a transport to the northwestern island, it looks like. We're going to drop in the water here. Are we going to build a naval factory here, or are we going to go grab these mexes? Looks as though he's forgotten that they were there for a moment, but we're going to go for naval factories up here in that top left corner. Little action popping off there. We got a scout out. We have an attack bomber coming over here. Is it going to take out the NGs before they finish the factory? I think it can drop bombs on it, right? I guess not. I guess it cannot drop bombs on the NGs. But we get one naval factory out, and Team 1 is two naval factories in the North Pond. Team 2 is one in the North Pond and one in the South Pond. We have a little bit of a forward incursion here from Team 2. Gonna throw up a PD here. A couple PDs by the looks of it, and a T2 PD. So Team 2 is going for that T2 PD group in mid here against Team 1. I'm going to go ahead and slow this down to normal speed. And it looks like Team 2, orange is going to send, what have we got in this? Is this a ghetto gunship? We've got a ghetto gunship over on the right from Han here. It looks like he's going to move up here. There's not much in the way. There's one anti-air over there. The only interceptors for Team 1 over here on the left. And it looks as though Team 1's going to start getting pushed back here. We have T2 units on the field coming out from Vodalaz. Is that... I was paused because I think that's his only factory. That is indeed his only factory. And he is sitting here trying to build a triad, but he's taking a lot of hits. Is he stalling? Is that why it's taking so long? No, he's not stalling. I'm not sure it's going to finish. Well, there's already hitting it. So even if it finishes, it's going to be low health. And it does finish, but it's shooting the side of the mountain that he was built on. So he is gone for just one single factory. This guy has 6. I'm not seeing T2 there. We have a gun upgrade here. We do have orange and red, both in yellow, in the mid. But Team 2 have Mongoose showing up on the field. And it looks as though orange is going to be the chosen air player for Team 2. Already at T2 air, working on a T2 pigeon. Let's go ahead and check out Team 1. We are at T2 air already. Nope, that's a hydro. So Team 2 air, we're going to build some Januses, it looks like. And some gunships. We're going to have a couple gunships coming out here. Oh, we did not ghetto gunship that. We just dropped the labs. Unless, I don't know what happened. I looked away. But I'm going to assume that we dropped the labs there. And that is what happened in that pond. And it looks as though Team 1's going to secure themselves in Navy, at least in the top pond. They have a destroyer out. And Orange is looking up here with just a single sub. And the destroyer is now going to start firing on these T2 units that are pushing Team 1 back out of the middle. Let's see what we've got here in terms of tech. We have T2 for dark blue, T2 navy for light blue, T2 air for purple, almost T2 land for light red or bright red, T2 land and T2 air. We finished that T2 pigeon halfway through a T3 air upgrade, so that is going to hurt as Team 1 is still only just in T2 air. However, there's not much of a response here. They need to start throwing down flak, and it looks like we are getting some flak thrown down to deal with these gunships that are coming in from purple. Looks like we've dropped some tanks into purple's base again here. Trying to kill off the NGs, but there's just so many of them. Or no, this is just his expansion. His base is back here. Which is hurting him. He's only just now starting to build a T2 pigeon. And this guy is about 55% of the way through his T3 air upgrade. Orange still on that gun upgrade. Red, dark red, getting in trouble here. He has a gunship on him and 2 ACUs. Ooh, that was a hurtful overcharge right there. They need anti-air up here in the front. He's about to get Janused. Dark red down to 2,200 hit points, 2,100. Still have a gunship on him. Need some anti-air over here. And there is nothing here. Bright red needs to move this army forward. At least those T1 will help with something. And dark red just going to continue to take fire from this gunship. He's all the way down to 700 hit points now. And that popped up that he died, but he has not died yet. That was... I don't know why that was off. But there he goes. He's died. That was weird. I didn't get a desync, so... I don't know what's going on with the timing of that there. But, a little bit of a spoiler alert there, although I'm pretty sure we all knew that he was going to die to that gunship. There was just nothing in terms of air defense here. Close to him anyways. So we are now 3v2. Let's go ahead and look at tech here again. T2 land HQ. Is that still just T2? Yes. Up here in the north we are at T2 Navy. Lots of assistance on it is what we are going for there. Quarter way through T3 air for Team 1. And Team 2 is about 80% through their T3 air upgrade. And he only just now finished his gun. That was a long time he was stuck on that. I'm not sure immediately starting stealth is the best thing if you were having that much trouble. No, you are almost overflowing stuff. T2 air, halfway through a T3 land upgrade there. And T2 land HQ. This is the dark red player. That is the remnants of his base. So it looks like the win in the top pond is slowly pushing Team 2 back. Purple's ACU getting kind of stuck out here. He's about to get caught in between an ACU and a little bit of an army. He's going to get stuck between two ACUs here in a second. Bright Red takes a big overcharge hit there. And they're just going to exchange some hits here. If someone dies from this, that would be like what's going on here. And of course, Blue has the walkie-walkie destroyers. So he's going to start using those to push mid, get some further shots in deeper. And Red and Blue both down. Ooh, Blue is getting lower on health faster than Red is. Both players exchanging overcharges right there. They're both going to start walking into the water and trying to separate here. As they don't want to just, you know, kill each other in that little exchange they had going on there. And it looks like we're back to producing T2 air. This is a T3 air factory, though. Well, we have T3 air down here, halfway through a T3 PGen. So Team 2 is about to have the air lead. However, they really need some sort of hard comeback from the Navy in the top pond. As good as these walkie-walkie tanks are, I feel like cruisers might be good for air defense here. When you have 4 or 5 destroyers, I'd set it to, you know, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser. That way you're getting some cruisers for air defense over that Navy. However, I don't think they've scouted it, and yes, they have no idea what they're at. Meanwhile, these guys have just scouted, and they know. Some Ulsheva sneak through next to Han's ACU. And Team 1 just going to start walking these destroyers down the field. Not much really in the way of stopping them. And we have officially completed that T3 PGen, so we are now officially at T3 Air. And I believe we're working on a... Is it a stealth bomber? Or an ASF? I can't tell. ASF, okay. Alright, so Team 2 now has T3 Air with a T3 PGen. Team 1 only just now starting their T3 PGen. No one at T3 Land, although this guy started it. Someone started it earlier. This guy's going hard Navy. T3 Land right here, and we're getting NGs out on the field. I don't think... Yes, we do have some T3 units. We have some Titans moving forward. We have 4 Titans. Oh, no, we have 7. We have 3 more forwards, too. Okay. So these destroyers are about to get crushed by Titans. So the T2 Navy is no longer in. There come the cruisers that I was just asking for. However, Team 1 no longer going to have that land advantage using Navy as these Titans start walking their way down the field. T3 Air, what's going on with this base? T2 Land, and we're upgrading it to T3. T3 Land is the plan for that one there, but he is hardcore trying to focus air, I believe. He has ASF out. This PGen is still not done. All of his engineers are not assisting it. He only had like 1 on it just a second ago. They are desperately trying to get T3 Air up. And we may see an ejection here with these 3 Titans pinning down, recovering Purple here in the north. And I don't think we're going to see the ejection come out. This Titan's going to die as the Ilsheva come in for the assist with that ACU. Just 1 single bomber or a gunship would take this guy out. However, not sure it's worth it. You'd just be giving double eco to one of these guys. However, then you'd be in a double eco fair fight. We were building up Titans here. Thought I saw 4 come forward because only 3 pushed, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Titans, and then he threw out some engineers. And I believe we're going to bring up the production of Titans again. Oh, it's a reclaim going. Well, it doesn't really seem like anyone's reclaiming. We have several destroyers sitting there. 3,000 mass worth of destroyers. 5,000 mass. About 5.7k mass just sitting here in the middle, and no one's even bringing engineers forward. However, in all fairness, Team 1 has it secured with these destroyers here, as they're just outranging everything. The only way to deal with these is literally just to walk the tanks forward, or the Titans forward, which looks like that's what they're about to do. Can't beat those destroyers in a long-range fight unless you build some T2RD, but you can defeat them in a close-range fight. T3 land now on the field for Dark Blue for Frozo, and it looks like we're going to build some engineers here first thing. Still just going Navy over here for Light Blue, it seems. He's not upgrading any mexes. He is a 700 rated player. So I'm a little confused there, but whatever. T3 air there. And we're getting an air grid going from Orange and just operating on one T3. I thought that was a Janus for a second. I had to watch it. Just one T3 air factory from Purple in the north. So T2 is still going to be in a production lead and a unit lead for air. Well, maybe not. Where are his ASF at? Okay, there they are. Okay, so we have 12 from him and 5 from Purple. Although Orange is working on building up his production here for those. And we're going to get some early shield coverage on it as well. Is that a anti-nuke? Or is it T2 Pigeon? T2 Pigeon, I think. So not much really kicking off here. Perfect time to let you guys know to go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're still here. Obviously, we like the content. I'm going to try to start uploading a lot more regularly. I have a lot of stuff going on the past few months, and I recently just moved to a new house. So, and I've been off work for several months while dealing with everything. But I just moved, have nothing more to do than to do this as I've been off work. I tore my labral in my hip. So, yeah, I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos. Hopefully I can get back to doing this. Hoping to at least get one out every other day, if not every day. As much as I can anyways. And it's a perfect time to hit that subscribe button, especially if you're still here. You know, 20 minutes, just about 20 minutes into this. You should hit that subscribe button if you're still here, you know. But not much kicking off here as both teams are going to sit here and eco, I believe. Except for this guy. Well, he got one more T2 max than he had a minute ago, I think. Both of those are on pause. Yeah, we're not even building mexes from that guy. Little confused with what's going on with this guy, honestly. But I believe both teams are kind of just ecoing and trying to build up fighting positions here. Trying to get an air grid going over here. And this is a nuke launcher, actually. And we are going to build an air grid over here from Bright Red as well. We're going to have 2 players in air over here for Team 2. We're putting a T3 Pigeon, but are we going T3 air as well? And we are... What exactly is this guy doing? Up mexes. We're... Oh, okay. We were upgrading mexes. Okay. We've clicked all those. Alright, this guy is now getting on board with upgrading mexes here. So, yeah. 60... 60 ticks of mass. Not looking good right now, but he is attempting to give that up right now, I think. But this is the real kicker right here, is this nuke launch. We're putting a lot of build power on this as well. Go ahead and see how his economy is doing. He is stalling for about a second, trying to get this nuke launcher up. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit here, as these players get their eco up and kind of sit back, which is what they're doing here. Try to watch for any saucy things happening. Like this. A chicken. A chicken has been spotted for Team 1. Does Team 2 have anything going on in regards to T4? That's a stealth gen, wasn't it? Yeah. Not that I'm seeing, although they are building a nuke launcher. So, wait, what was that? Oh, just a SAM. Okay. So, and we have T3 gunships out. Are those the anti-air ones as well? Broadswords. So we're going to go ahead and keep this fast forward here. We're going to keep an eye on this chicken. It is about 30% done. Nuke launcher here has just finished, but we're not assisting it. We're going to build a SMD real fast. I feel like if you're going to build a nuke first, just fucking launch it instead of building this immediately. Fucking build a nuke and then go for that. I feel like if you're going to build it first, that's the plan, but I don't know. I'm a little, like, 900 rated player, so who knows? Who knows what the true plans are? Or the true route to take is. But there's a lot of cruisers down here in the south from Team 2. Taking out some mexes from Team 1 now. Team 1 going to have to start spamming up, putting a lot of mass into these TMDs here. I'm going to build a stealth field generator here. That's going to help a little bit too, I think. Does anybody have Omni? No Omni for Team 1. Team 2 might have Omni? I believe Team 2 has Omni somewhere. I'm not going to go looking for it though, but I believe they have Omni at least somewhere. Where's that chicken at? That chicken has just finished. Do they know it's... Yes, chicken 95%. Oof. 2 sats. Oh, we are building Novaxes over here on the right as well. So they have a chicken and 2 Novaxes over here on the right. They're going to need this nuke to take out those Novaxes. And then I'm not sure what they're going to use to deal with this chicken that's now walking towards the water. And the destroyers have walked from the north pond to the south pond to try and take back these, or destroy these cruisers that have just been hammering at them here for a little bit. And the first Novax complete. Is everything shielded? We're getting shields up right now. Attempting to anyways. The nuke is about 75% from Team 2. Chicken is walking all the way around. Do they know where it's at still? I don't know if they know that's it, but they can see it. And are we working on anything to deal with that though? It does not look like it. It does not look like anything is being thrown up to deal with that chicken. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find nuke defense. If you've been watching me before, you will know that nuke defense is the worst thing in the world for me to spot. So if there is nuke defense, I will probably miss it, and then everyone will scream at me in the comments that, hey, it's right in front of your face. You looked at it 3 times. However, I am genuinely thinking that they have no nuke defense, so that Novax is going to be a free kill. unless they decide to use the nuke to defend the chicken. They do have a lot of shield on these units here, though, but I don't think those units are enough for a chicken. Nuke is loaded, and we are launching it. I'm gonna assume at the Novax. Yes. Chicken slowly losing health. We have some Corsairs being hastily built to bomb that as well. We're gonna zoom out here for a moment. Orange is gonna lose that front expansion, and this nuke is gonna get through. And we may see an ACU death here. We are gonna see another ejection from purple, I believe. Yes! And that is the entire air grid from Team 1 as well. That just went down. And the chicken is gonna get through to Team 2's air grid though as well. So we are having a air grid trade here. However, there are no more experimentals on the field from them. Red is starting a fatty in the south. And Orange has just lost his entire air grid. Let's slow this down a bit and get a look at ASF counts here. 25 to 55. So currently Team 2 in the air lead. I mean, Red also has the ability to make T3 air though. So they still have the ability to do that. I'm going to go ahead and take this back up to 0 speed here, and the chicken dies right in the middle here, and that's going to be a little bit of a mass donation, whereas there's just nothing here. No mass donation of any kind from this nuke. So, sure, Team 1 walked the chicken in and destroyed most of Orange's stuff, but they just dropped a chicken mass. And Team 1 took out almost two experimentals. 2 Novaxes up here, but there is no mass left over from it. And Blue now going to start pushing forward with what T2 units they have. All these Ilshivra in the middle, and there might just be enough units for Red and Orange to just walk up here. I'm seeing 2. Oh, we're going to start. Okay, if they can build those fast enough, that's going to stop them from pushing forward. And Red did not lose this pawn down here in the south. I kind of looked away from it for a moment, although there are no cruisers. So maybe he lost it and got them back. Red going to start building T3 gunships. And Red is going to begin pushing into this. They have 2 of those T2 PD up. And Red has now paused and brought his units back. I believe they do not want to walk into those T2 units, or into those that T2 PD. And Blue is about to get pushed back out of the south pawn here. He made it down here. We had 6 cruisers down here. I assume they all died, or most of them died. And Light Blue is going to get pushed out of this water here. And he does have, what is that, 6 destroyers right next to him. And I believe they have torpedoes. He has torpedo. But I don't think it's going to be enough to deal with 6 destroyers worth. Need to push these a little bit further. There is another naval factory back here from Dark Blue as well. And they are going to start pushing forward a little bit. Need to bring that shield with. And we have a Ravager over here on this point. We need to focus that here before it starts dealing out a whole bunch of damage on us. Take out that stealth field generator. And there you go. You now know there's a naval factor there if you did not a moment before. And I believe Light Blue is in the retreat position. Do they know he's there? No, they do not. They don't see him. I think he has stealth. So they don't know he's there unless they fly a scout over him, which would be kind of weird to do so. We did have a Fat Boy being built down here. It's about 60% of the way. Let's go ahead and look around here. See if we can find anything. Orange is starting to get back up. Trying to go T3 land here with Cybrin. That could be a possible monkey. And it looks like we're going to go UEF air grid instead of, maybe, I don't know. Instead of Cybrin air grid again. Not sure why we're not reclaiming any of this. Is this guy reclaiming? No, he's building a T3 mechs. Is Team 1 going for any more experimentals here? And have they built SMD? Well, we're not going to find that out. We are about halfway through a chicken, though. 45%. And there is an SMD here, actually, that I did spot. It is not loaded, but it is built. Quantum Gateway coming online from Light Blue. Who is... at 178. He's still behind. 147. About 100,000 behind the next closest player. He's come a long way from where we were earlier. We still need T3 mexes, I would think, before the Quantum Gateway. And it looks like we're going to build an S&D of our own up here in the north as well. And that is a lot of cruisers. Blue has been completely pushed out of the T2 air game. Are any of these missiles getting through, though? Yes, they are. There's a lot of Team D up here on the front lines. And a couple of these missiles are getting through, I think. But there is a shield coverage there as well. How far is this fatty? This fatty is almost done. There is a chicken up here being built right here. 100% just finished, and we're already 25% through a second. And yes, we are going for T3 UEF air grid here instead of Cybrin this time. And we are sending engineers down here. We're going to rebuild in the same place instead of reclaiming, I guess. But we are now getting down here to reclaim some of this chicken mass that was dropped. Another Fat Boy queued up in the middle here. This first one pretty much done. But there is a chicken about to walk down the mid. And we still haven't broken through this shield here. I believe these would be a better target. Take those out and then this. But I'm not sure what they can see with that stealth field there. They can see it all. Okay. Does Team 1 have? I don't think they do. They do not have Omni still. And that is the second chicken finishing up. And they're going to... Is that T3 already? I believe that's T3 already that looks to be queued up. It's something big. I can't tell. And we are starting a monkey in the north as well. So 2 chickens about to walk down mid. We have a Fat Boy on the way. Red does have a lot of T3 gunships, and I believe we had a bunch of Corsairs somewhere too. Right here. Right next to the gunships. Two chickens about to line up here in a moment. We do have some gunships over here on the right. Trying to take care of some riptides that made it across the water, but they're about to have some Percivals emerging as well. But the Percivals... And there is some Ravagers over here. I feel like these are going to be a mass donation to the gunship and the Ravager. Cruisers look like they are changing their fire onto this Ravager here. Yes, that is exactly what's happening. Instead of trying to break through that shield, and I feel like we need to move the cruisers up closer to deal with those gunships if we want to walk those Percivals forward. First chicken on the front lines. Where did that second chicken go? Second chicken hanging back a bit, and we are bringing a T3 already online. That's halfway done for Team 1. Monkey is about 10% from Light Blue. second Fat Boy about halfway done. Where'd that first Fat Boy is sitting here in the front. Quantum Gateway online for Orange. Over halfway on a second Fat Boy for Team 2. And we are kind of at a standstill waiting on one of these two teams to push. And this player's still just sitting over here in this corner. He's about to have a scout, T3 scout fly over him. And they should spot him if they're watching. See if anyone notices or cares. I don't think anyone noticed or cared, really. Fat Boy there. This Fat Boy is about 80% done. Fat Boy's going to start moving forward just a little bit and start dealing with some of these defenses. Try and help those cruisers out a bit. With dealing with... Oh my god. That is a T3 wall if I've ever seen one. He's going to walk down the field with some lightning tanks. Now, one of my previous casts, we learned how effective lightning tanks are against experimentals for absolutely no reason at all. So even if this chicken doesn't destroy the Fat Boy, those lightning tanks will. And the Fat Boy, or the chicken, now in range of the Fat Boy's shield. We're about to have a fight on our hands here. The Fat Boy is going to get taken out very quickly once the shield drops, which it did. Chicken's on about half health. The T3 gunships are going to move in on the chicken now. And there's a second chicken behind, but there are a lot of lightning tanks. First chicken getting taken down by those broadswords. And the second chicken's going to get caught in the lightning storm, I believe. Yes. If he gets hit by it. There he goes. He got hit by it once. See if we have anything else going on from Team 2 down here. They are struggling against a chicken right now. Well, not really struggling, but... there's a chicken, and they have nothing for it. Except a Fat Boy, which, as you just saw... is not going to work well against the chicken. And the T3 already is online as well. I believe that's the first shell about to come in. And that did pretty much nothing to that shield. Go ahead and take a look back here, see if we've got anything going on. Those Ravagers up there? Yes, we're building Ravagers. So that nothing walks through this water like it did the first time Team 1 built a chicken. And I'm not seeing any experimentals coming. Oh, we do have a Duke up here. T3 already on the way for Orange. All of his T3 engineers are going to start moving backwards towards that. And Monkey about halfway for light blue now. And dark blue, let's have a look and see what we're working with here. We're going to start building a second T3 already here as well. We don't have the nuke launcher anymore, although we are halfway through another one. But I did see SMD somewhere. Right here. And we do have one loaded, so it's going to take at least 2 to get through that. We have SACUs. Reclaiming cruisers. Attempting to reclaim cruisers. How does that work? Was it when their bars fill or when... It's not losing health. Okay, yep, when their bars fill... Oh, they're capturing them. Okay. And then it died. Fat Boy moving off to the coast here. Fat Boy's going to go underwater. He's going on an underwater adventure into the South Pond. Do Fat Boys have... Fat Boys do have torpedoes, apparently. And they are firing on some of those SACUs there now. Destroyer getting reclaimed there. And Team 1 gonna start getting some scouts done. I just saw a laser finish up on this guy's ACU. And are we cloaked? Or teleport? I believe we are cloaked. I don't know. Need orange stuff. Orange. I can't tell. He has a glow to him. I'm gonna assume that might just be shield glow. Fat Boy is underwater in the South Pond. We almost have a second T3 already online for Team 1. And they are... If they fire back here, they'll get a lot of damage done. But I don't know what the range on that thing is. What is their range on that? Where is it? Right here. The whole map. So, yeah. And it looks like they are targeting it. So, this is all about to go down. Yep. Luckily for Orange, though, they hit the air factory instead of the pigeon. But he needs to notice this and start throwing up shields. Fat Boy halfway done for red. The Duke has been paused. I believe he was going straight for that nuke launcher there. And we have two T3 RDs online for dark blue. Monkey's about 70% done. Fat Boy's about to come up on this right-hand coast here. Along with a whole bunch of Bricks and Percivals. You do have Light Blue's ACU over here getting some torpedo shots in as well. Air is going to come in over here to start screening these gunships out of the way. Or some of them anyways, whatever they can get. Fat Boy emerges from the water and the chicken's right there. It's not going to look good for the Fat Boy. Fat Boy needs to put that in reverse. The first Fat Boy did not fare well against the chicken. And the Fat Boy's shield goes down. Fat Boy goes down. And the chicken is not going to be too far behind it, I don't think. Although these Percivals aren't targeting it. They're just walking forwards. I think they're just trying to get in here and kill these RD installations. But they're not going to be successful. The most useful thing there would have been to turn and target these. They didn't get two T3 pigeons, though. I saw an experimental finished up for someone. Who was it? It's not going to pop up in the chat. There was a Fat Boy being built somewhere. I think, right? And all this got shield coverage before it blew up. We are building a nuke. We're trying to get another air grid online over here from Orange, and we are on a teleporter. We are going to attempt to snipe. We're building a Novax. That Duke got put on pause, and the T3 RD is breaking through red space over here. Dark Blue died to a snipe in the north. To gunships. I'm not sure how they got in. But they got in and got the snipe off on Dark Blue, and now we have Light Blue as the only player for Team 1, and he's in the water over here, looking vulnerable as ever to Torp Bombers. Do we know he's there? I'm not sure. It is now a 2v, I don't know why I said TV, a 2v1 situation. And Blue has 2 T3 RDs, though. So he's been set up good for this position. He also has, you know, almost half a chicken back. But does he have the APM to hold this and keep it going? Red's been pretty much taken out of this game economically wise to those T3 RD. Well, not entirely. Yeah, not entirely. He did keep some T3 maxes. I guess they didn't do as much damage as I thought, but he did lose his air grid Fat Boy, some T3 pigeons. We do have a nuke sub in the south here. Is it building? I think it's building a nuke. And light blue decides to push some bricks forward. However, we have a lot of Ravagers up here on the front lines and some gunships. And we have the monkey. We lost the monkey earlier. It did finish up and it is walking forwards as well. Have a look here, see if there's anything else. Is there anything to stop the monkey? There is nothing standing in the way of this monkey and Orange's base here, I don't think. But the monkey's gonna die to Ravagers that were already built. It looks like he just ate all of those shots and died before he could make it to this first air grid. That would have been very upsetting for Team 2. A lot of lightning tanks about to walk forward. Now these are not only good air defense units, but they are great at taking out really big guys that walkie walk. Let's go ahead and see if he has a plane here. Let's go ahead and see if there's been any pings for him from his teammates. I don't think so. And he is plus, man, what I would give to have this income. But SCATHIS, the best unit in the whole game, Starfish Boy, has just been started from Orange. And a lot of lightning tanks now walking towards Orange, but there are a lot of Ravagers in front of all of those units. And they're all going to walk in one by one instead of in a big group, it looks like. Or most of them are. He's gathering some of them up in a group here. There's also some Authams in there as well. But Team 2 has done a great job of just shield coveraging the heck out of this stuff. So unless he builds more T3 RD, I don't think those RDs are going to get through anymore. And we're starting a bug in the north. That's questionable. I don't think he's winning air. Bricks move forward to try to assist defending against these lightning tanks walking forwards. I believe Orange may lose some air or pigeons here. The shields just blink back on in time. And this looking to be more of a mass donation than anything here on Team 1's part. Four Authams surviving, but they don't stand a chance against, what is that, 8 bricks right there. SCATHIS about 5-10% done. That, I think that shield blinked on as soon as that hit. That one takes down a shield and that pigeon. These are firing a lot more rapidly now, and we are starting in a Wassa as well. He said, almost finished the Soul Ripper. We're going to start in a Wassa. But we have, how many ASF do we have here? We have 29 to 67. And nuke out from the nuke sub gets taken down to the SMD that was over here. Where is that SMD at now? I know it's here. I saw it. I just watched it hit that too. Right here, it is not loaded now. So if this is loaded, it is loaded. They could get this nuke through if they wanted to. This is not loaded anymore. going to speed this up just a little bit here. Go to +2 speed here, +1 actually. Were we watching in slow-mo for a while there? I think I might have forgot to speed things back up. Air fight over all of this. Blue is going to lose this air fight, and then he's going to lose that Soul Ripper. And he is going to know how bad of an idea the Owasso was to make after that. The Soul Ripper is going to get 1.5 past and land perfectly next to Engineers for Orange to scoop up. However, he needs to get shield coverage back online here, because it did take out a shield, and it seemed to be a very detrimental shield. And his ACU sitting over here. He needs to walk that ACU away, but he's stuck on that teleport upgrade still, I think. That's going to be close. That's not going to be close. This one might hit him directly. No, shield blinks on. Shield coverage coming back online. We have a chicken over here on the right still from Blue. SCATHIS about 25-30% of the way down there. What are we working on up here? We are building a lot of pigeons. Owasso is gonna finish up, but it's definitely not gonna complete. And Orange is gonna throw some scouts out. He's looking for a target for that telly, I think, because he is almost done with it. SCATHIS about 30, 40, maybe 40% of the way down there. If these just move down here, they would start doing a lot of damage to some of this, I think. I don't see any TMD here or anything. And the Owasso is going to finish up for Blue in the north. And please don't start a second one, because you're going to lose that one. It's going to move over to the left. The ASF are on patrol here in the middle. They see the Owasso, and they should be clicking on it now. It's going to get 2 past. It is going to get 1 bomb off, but it doesn't even blink the shields off. And that might land off map. It lands off map, so no one gets the mask for that. And Blue really needs to pull something out. It did drop. It hit the shields, though. SCATHIS halfway complete. My little starfish boy getting done. And I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up just a little bit more here. Are you still building? You are about 80% of the way done. You are loaded and halfway done with the second one. Do we have TMD? Telemaser defense, I assume. We do. And he finishes the teleport, so we're going to have to watch that here. Did he just start? No. Okay. Whoops. So we're going to have to watch for him teleport, and he is teleporting. Where is he teleporting to? Probably the SMD right here, which does have one in it. Okay, and we're going to nuke the front lines. Completely just took that out. There is a teleport command out somewhere. I don't know where he teleported. Oh, he teleported the water. Okay. He teleported to the water. Mass, please. He's trying to finish that SCATHIS. It's now being targeted by the T3 already, I believe. 55%. Oh my god, there's a 50% SCATHIS in the north. That is the fastest half-built SCATHIS I've ever seen. We're about to have 2 SCATHISes in one match, and I'm not sure who's going to finish it first. Chicken in the north might possibly die to cruisers here. We do have a nuke right here. Loaded. Locked and loaded. Almost an actual nuke back here. Shields going down back there. This SCATHIS is looking in trouble. We need shields coverage right here. All the shields you can get need to go right here. This SCATHIS, ooh, it's looking about the same here on SCATHIS levels, people. Red's going to bring his engineers to assist this SCATHIS. Dude, they know it's there. They don't. They're just firing on that, so he may change that soon. Do they know there's a SCATHIS here? No, but they know. Actually, if they hover over it, they do know. And they're going to nuke the opposing Navy, which does get shot down by an anti-nuke up here, which has almost 5 in it. It did have 5. This SCATHIS is getting really close to getting taken out by all this already. It's about 90% done. This SCATHIS is up and firing, but it's not firing here. It's firing towards the south or the front, one of the two. His nuke just died, and the south is now getting rained on by SCATHIS fire. And this SCATHIS comes up online, beginning to open. It's going to fire, and I assume it's going to target the T3RD. I assume. You can only hope for so much. What is Blue's plan now, though, is the question. He has 3 different arties, and that takes down a whole bunch of stuff up here. He hasn't really broken through until just now on Team 2, though. Look at all that arty fire back and forth. I can't get close enough to zoom in on it. I can't zoom in on it. However, there is one Starfish boy right here firing, and one right here firing as well. One has shield coverage, the other does not. And I believe this one might go down if it gets hit hard. No, not even close to going down. Oh, nuke out here coming up to take out the T3RD, and that looks like it is going to get through to take out at least the T3RD. So now we're going to be even in the RD battle here, but look at all of those destroyers. Attempting to walk forwards and do damage, but Blue is just running out of not only land forces, but naval forces, air forces. He's run out of everything. I think this is the only attacking units he has left other than these, this army of bricks here that he did not push with these. Another nuke out from the submarines here in the south. This SCATH is still up, now under shielding coverage. This is going to go take out all the T3 mexes up here in the north for Blue. Or 4 of them. Oh, it got all 6. No, it missed this one. It got 5. Or no, it did get 6. It missed the 7th one, though. Takes out 6 T3 mexes in one shot. I can't tell what SCATHIS fire and what is ASF fire, what's a break fire, what's a destroyer. I can't tell any of it from each other. Look at those RD fires crossing paths in the sky. And it really depends on who gets lucky hits with the SCATHIS, but I believe Blue is just lost, yep, all of his T3 power. He has no T3, he has 3 T3 gens. He cannot support the shields anymore, and I believe the SCATHIS is just going to go down here in a moment now. And the SCATHIS goes down for blue, and I'm going to go ahead and say that it's pretty much impossible for him to come back. There is a 5-vet chicken walking forward, though. And he's going to start a teleporter, but I don't think he has the eco to do anything about that. He's getting scouted now with T3 scouts. And the 5-vet chicken's gonna go down probably before it even makes it in. No! It got out of range of those bricks. And is this gonna be death by labs? Chicken death by labs. And blue goes down to a nuke in the north. We all saw that coming. But I really wanted these labs to kill this chicken. So I got a little distracted there at the end. But he gets hit by a nuke up there in the north. We all knew that game was over as soon as the SCATHIS went down. Really, as soon as the T3 RD went out. That was his only hope, was to keep a hold of that T3 RD. Because he had the SCATHIS and the T3 RD to help break through shield coverage. But he really needed to get scouts out. But that is going to be it for that game, guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And if you did, go ahead and drop a like. And don't forget to subscribe down below. Like I said, I am back, baby. We are trying to pump out as many videos as we can right now. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Have a beautiful day.